Welcome to Links 007 TV News Report, providing you with the best in local and international news updates. This is a place where you can get the most reliable and informative news information. Links 007 TV News Report. Welcome and thanks for joining us. This is Links 007 TV News Report. We begin the news with a developing story. Correctional officer charged with killing inmate. A correctional officer who is accused of shooting and killing an inmate at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center last December was offered $600,000 bail when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Wednesday. Everett Ferguson, age 59, attended his first hearing for the committal proceeding for the charge of manslaughter. It is alleged that the inmate was shot and killed when he attempted to disarm Ferguson. The incident is alleged to have happened on December 25th around 6:30 a.m. at the facility while the inmate was being escorted to the bathroom. In a bail application, King's counsel Peter Champagny submitted that the prosecution case will be difficult to prove. They are relying on CCTV footage. There was no eyewitnesses to the incident, Champagny said. He stated further that his client has been part of the correctional services for more than 15 years and has no criminal record. He assured Parish Judge Venice Blackstock Murray that Ferguson will not interfere with the investigation. The judge then ordered the accused bail with at least 3 sureties and ordered that he report to the police station once a week. Ferguson is to surrender his travel document and a stop order to be imposed. The matter was adjourned until December 1st for mention. Continuing the news. New jury to be empaneled for murder trial of Beachy Stout co-accused. A jury problem escalated on Wednesday in the murder trial of Everton Beachy Stout McDonald and his co-accused Oscar Barnes in the Home Circuit Court in Kingston, forcing the trial to be adjourned and 7-member discharged from the jury, which was empaneled on Monday. The matter should resume next Monday when a new set of jurors will be selected. McDonald and Barnes are being tried for the July 2020 murder of Tonya McDonald, who was Everton's second wife. The partially burnt body of Tonya McDonald was found slumped beside her rage car. On Monday, the start of the trial, 2 men who were selected to be part of the jury refused to swear on the Bible and affirmed that they would not do anything to compromise the case. One of them blatantly refused and told the judge that he would not swear on the Bible because it was against his religion and belief, and also he refused to give an affirmation claiming that he was of a view that he would still be swearing. Presiding Judge Chester Stamp discharged the 2 men and indicated that both of them would face punishment. The 2 men were replaced immediately on Monday morning and the trial got underway, with the first witness, a former employee of Everton Beachy Stout, taking the stand to give a testimony. But on Tuesday there was another jury challenge forcing the trial to be stalled when juror number 4 did not turn up for court. The court learned that he had a serious monetary problem and could no longer participate in the process. Attorney-at-law Christopher Townsend, who is a member of the legal team representing Everton Beachy Stout McDonald, told reporters that the 2 jurors have problems that were insurmountable and were not in no position, shape or form to serve properly. His claims were validated by the court's registry, and on Wednesday when he appeared in court, he was discharged. Justice Stump also discharged juror number 2, who it was proven to be employed overseas and cannot be absent from his job for roughly 2 months that the trial would be expected to last. The judge conferred with the defense and prosecution, and we all were in agreement that this was the course of action to be taken. The court will restart next Monday when the evidence will be reheard and all of what occurred before will commence again. It is a setback in terms of lost time, but I believe that all persons who are in the matter are dedicated to seeing the matter thorough, so we are wasting no time in terms of restarting and commencing of the hearing of the evidence again, Townsend said. Ernest Davis, the lawyer who is representing Oscar Barnes on Wednesday, appealed to Justice Stamp to again grant his client bail. Prior to the start of the trial on Monday, Barnes had been out on bail since 2021. However, when he showed up for the trial on Monday, the judge revoked his bail. According to Davis, his client got married on Sunday and his wife had not been able to spend time with him. Davis appealed to Stamp to give a consideration next Monday to his client being released on bail again. Although the prosecution recommended that he remain in custody, Justice Stamp said that he'll make the decision on Monday of next week. Continuing the news, brother allegedly killed one sister, injures another in dispute over food. The St. Andrews South police are today searching for a man who allegedly killed one of his sisters while wounding another in a heated dispute over food items. According to police report, an argument developed among three siblings at a house on Denver Crescent in Marvally around 7 p.m. on Wednesday. The dispute reportedly became physical, resulting in the brothers stabbing both sisters multiple times. Both women were taken to hospital where one of them succumbed to their injuries while the other was treated and released. The victim has been identified as Keisha Royal of New Barnett Avenue, Marvally, Kingston 20. The brother, whose identity has not yet been released, is reportedly on the run. The investigation continues. Social media influencer Aneka Slickianna Townsend murder trial delayed. The Crown's failure to prepare witnesses and the absence of defense lawyers were among the reasons that delayed Thursday's expected start of the murder trial arising from the death of social media influencer Aneka Slickianna Townsend. The trial of security guard Rohan Early B. Rose has been rescheduled to March 19, 2024. The case against his co-accused Rashawn Patterson, who is currently being held at the Halfway Tree lockup, was mentioned on Thursday as well. A Zoom hearing had been planned, but there was no facilities available to host on the platform. Patterson was remanded in custody until October the 4th. Continuing the news. Fetus found on Spanish Town Road. A fetus was reportedly found at the intersection of Spanish Town Road and Rose Lane, Kingston 11 on Thursday. Links 007 TV News understand that the fetus, which is said to be a male child, was spotted in a puddle of sewage water on the main road and was removed and placed on the sidewalk. The Kingston Western Police are now on the scene as crime scene investigators process the scene. We'll have more details to come on this in a later newscast. Continuing the news. Robbery suspected in shooting of IC director. The police have stated that robbery is suspected as the main motive behind the shooting and injuring of the Director of Corruption at the Integrity Commission, as a briefcase which was reportedly in the director's possession at the time of the attack was stolen. In an interview to reporters, Acting Commissioner of Police Cleon Marsh identified the shooting victim as Ryan Evans, the Director of Corruption and Prevention at the Commission. The attack happened in the car park at the agency's office in New Kingston on Thursday morning. Cleon Marsh said that Evans was pounced upon by a gunman on a motorcycle as he exited his vehicle. The pillion proceeded to come off his motorcycle and attack Evans. He pulled a firearm and a struggle took place between the complainant and the pillion. During the struggle, the complainant was shot and the pillion seemed to have left with a black briefcase, which seemed to be the subject of the attacker's curiosity.
At about 10:43 a.m., right at the New Kingston corporate car park, number 1, the complainant is Ryan Evans. He's also the Director of Corruption Prevention at the Integrity Commission. Was in the car park. Whilst he exited the car park, he was pounced upon by at least 2 men who rode up on a motorcycle. The pillion proceeded to come off the motorcycle and attacked him. He pulled a firearm and a struggle took place between the complainant and the pillion. During the struggle, a black briefcase seemed to have been the subject of his curiosity. A struggle developed between himself and the complainant for that briefcase, and during the struggle, the complainant was shot. The pillion seemed to have left with the briefcase. The complainant himself was he drove himself to the hospital where he's currently being treated. As far as we know at this point, robbery seems to have been the main motive. We are uncertain of what else took place, but it's early days in the investigation. As the investigation develops, we'll provide you with additional information. But the complainant is stable at this time.
Following the incident, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Most Right Honorable Mr. Andrew Holness, condemned the attack on the behalf of the government, dubbing the shooting as an affront to the values of democracy. Horney said that the incident has left the government deeply concerned. The opposition People's National Party (PNP) has also called for a swift and thorough investigation into the matter. Continuing the news. In sports, Khadija Shaw partners with Powerade as brand ambassador. Khadija Shaw, the captain of the national senior women's football team, has inked a 2-year brand ambassador agreement with Powerade. The 26-year-old Shaw, who is Jamaica's all-time leading goal scorer, sealed the deal during an official signing event held at the Rock Hotel in Kingston on Wednesday. Under the partnership, Powerade commits to supporting any community outreach initiative planned by Shaw in Jamaica. Additionally, the Manchester City striker will feature prominently in Powerade's advertising campaign and undertake public appearances on the behalf of the brand. This has been Links 007 TV News Report. Thanks for watching.